Okay, so I'm in the secret garden. You have to go with a tour. It's 5,000 won, which is about $5. 10:30 is a tour. I'm not sure who the tour guy is, but we'll see. There are a bunch of people just like me. Let's discover some secrets. Did you discover the secret on Alasan Trail? Trail, not truck. I don't know why I make up words. Okay. People over there. By a pink cherry blossom tree. Okay, we're still waiting. $10:25, so 5 more minutes, I guess. So, see you later, alligator.
Welcome to Changdeokgung Palace. My name is Ija, and I'll be your guide today for about an hour and a half.
Okay, this story is going to be an hour and a half.
You to grow up with a certain time frame, and I've told you of 5 places in this garden site. Will not come back to where we came in. We'll take the other way to get back to the beginning of this palace, back to the main entrance site, to get another chance to see more details of the palace gone again, or to come out of this palace right away. You get to choose by the variant tour. And I can see some of you already got the map of this palace, but if you think you also need a map of this palace, they're located on the Konjalat with the 7 different languages. I guess this is the simplest way to give you the information about the tour. Do you have any other questions?
Okay, so we're walking. We're walking to discover some secrets. Everybody's walking, hand in hand, walking. Hand holding the thing, walking. Okay. It feels like we're hiking along the fortress wall, like the one I did in Busan. It's not very steep, but kind of steep. Let's see what angle is it. It's probably around 20 degrees. Talk about geometry teacher. Okay. Kids, 20 degrees is an acute or obtuse angle. Ooh, this is nice. Okay. So now we're going down. Things go up and down. So far I don't see any secret. I'm anxious to see some secret. Let's go for some secret. Okay, so there's some pond.
Until we wait for the others to get here. Yes, you know, we'll have some pictures with no one on it, please. Could you please come back to this way? A little not to. Sure, please. Take a real quick. Because you can take pictures of this a little later for about 10 minutes. I'm just going to set the photo off.
Okay.
With no one on it. Okay, so it's time for me to do my job. We're about to walk in a kind of special palace's back garden today, though it was built as a secondary palace, but used as the primary palace for the longest period dynasty for about 270 years by 13 kings. And whole palace ground is the bigger than you might expect it because it covers an area of about 462,000 square meters or 110 acres. More than two-thirds of it belongs to the garden side, an exclusive and affordable place for the royal family retreat or recreation area. It's also the reason it was called as a secret garden because when we call something as some places secret, that means more likely private, exclusive, always royal families only. And where we are as the first part of a garden is called Buyongjin number 10 in your map, which is the name of a pond right next to you, right in front of you. You can see this pond is composed of like two different shapes here. The round island in the middle with the square shape of a pond. These two shapes were created based upon the traditional view of universe back then because they believed that the sky looked round and the earth looked rectangular. Therefore, each one symbolizes the sky or heaven or earth. That's what they believe the way all this universe and stuff looked like back then. And the front and left that way, you can see that the beautiful structure pavilion is called Buyongjang, which literally means a lotus flower in full bloom. So if you look at that building, you can imagine what they try to make it look like. Full blossom located near the water side, the pond. And that was where a king is going fishing, enjoying flowers, or improvising the poem with his officials orally. And during the game, if someone missed it part, more likely to make a rhyme for the poem or tale right away, that person was sent from that building to the little island in the middle as punishment for a while. Very sophisticated, right? Well, there was a royal family, so should make everything in a sophisticated way. And the next one is located across that part on the hill. Just see that the two-story building up on the hillside, up there? Yeah, that's the Royal Library. It's called Changdeokgung, which was built in 1776. Of course, it was started for scientific research, but later they even published the books a lot. Plus, they used importing